Hi there. So today I am, sorry I have to talk a little quietly because it's like the middle of the night, which is also why I don't have any makeup on for a makeup related video, which who says that has to be a requirement anyway? So anyway, let's just get into it. I have a ring light in front of me. It's kind of blinding me. Alright, so I had to switch locations, unfortunately. There's a bunch of junk in the background and stuff. But I had to move into my office because of the way that it's built. If I'm being loud, you can't hear me from the rest of the house. So I was in my bedroom. Now I'm in my office. It's okay. We'll survive. So today I am going to be sharing with you the products that I chose to do my very first project pan, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So before this video, I will have posted all of the parts of my makeup collection, and I filmed that the same day I'm filming this, but filming that partially was so that anybody watching my project pan could get an idea of my starting point as far as what I have to work with and items that could possibly be rotated in to this project. But it was also for me to go through all of the items that I have and get a sense of how much I really have. I have a lot of makeup. I feel like I have a lot of makeup. You know, that's all relative, but I feel like I have a lot. And I feel like I have a lot because of the amount of space that I practically have to store it currently. I mentioned, I think in one of the parts of my makeup collection, that to be perfectly honest, if I had more space to store more makeup, I would store to capacity, essentially. I don't have a problem with having a lot of makeup. It's not an issue for me. I don't mind it. I'm doing this project pan for a couple reasons. One, a lot of my makeup is really old and I just want to cycle through it. Like, I want to get it done and out so that I'm using it while it's usable. Also, I don't have as much space to store my makeup in this new house as I did in my old one. So I would like to kind of whittle things down so that it's not so overwhelming in the space that I have. That being said, this is going to be a rolling project pan, and it's going to be a full face and some like skincare, body care type things. Excuse me. So I do have a lot of products here, and I'm going to be starting this now. Today is December 2nd. 2019. I am going to be starting this now, but I'm going to be continuing it through the end of 2020. So I'm kind of just getting a jump start on a 2020 project pan because I don't want to wait until 2020 to start it. And when I start now, I don't want to have only a month to try and finish these products. So this is just going to be my jump start. It's going to be a 13-month project pan. And I say 13-month because by the end of 2020, I might want to completely scrap all of the items in my project and start a new one, but that by no means means that I am going to be stopping doing project pan. This could potentially be just a rolling project pan until I get to the size of makeup collection that I'm comfortable with. We shall see. I've never done one before, so this will be interesting. Let's see, I'm going to start with the non-makeup items first. Oh, also, I'm just kind of assuming that everybody knows what a like rolling project pan is. I'm not going to really explain project pan because there are a lot of videos out there explaining it. I explained why I'm doing it. There are a lot of other reasons for a lot of other people, but I already explained my personal reasons. Sorry, I just noticed there's something like broken above my door and it distracted me. I don't know where I was going with that now. Oh, so what I mean by rotating or rolling Project Pan, I guess, is once I finish an item, I'm going to replace it with something else. Probably the makeup items I'm probably going to be replacing with an item from the same category. The non-makeup items I might be introducing just something else, beauty, body, skincare related, or it might be something of the same category. We're just gonna see how it goes. But I'm gonna share the non-makeup items with you guys first. I'm gonna try to remember to cut those out, but if I don't, I'm sorry. It's really cold in this office, and the cold triggers my asthma, and talking a lot doesn't help, so I'm sorry. I'll try to remember to edit it. So the first thing I have is this, I'm also going to try not to kick my tripod because it's literally next to my feet. I have the John Frieda Sheer Blonde Dream Cream Instant Silkener. And this is basically just like, it's a hair cream. You put like a little dot on your hand and then you smooth it into your hair. It's supposed to help, you know, it says brightens blonde, instantly smooth strays, flyaways. Now that it's getting colder, I'm going to need this because my hair gets a little frizzy in the cold, like when I'm wearing hats and everything. So this will really help with the frizz factor, but also I just want to get it used. Like this thing, you see, this thing is full. I don't know if you can tell. This thing is full. And I've had it for a long time. I have gone through one of these before, I think. Pretty sure. But I got another one. I used to be subscribed to like the, I don't know. I got this in one of these like subscription things I used to have. I used to have Ipsy, and I used to have BoxyCharm, and I used to have the Walmart $5 seasonal box. This came in one of those. I don't remember which one. So my goal with this is to try to completely just use it up. I want to get it gone. The next thing I have is this Aquaphor, like sprayable, it says ointment body spray. It's, if you've ever used Aquaphor before, it's a moisturizer, but it's a very kind of like oily feeling moisturizer. It doesn't really sink to the skin very well. It's a very potent moisturizer, I guess, but it's meant for like really, really dry skin. I use it for my son, not the sprayable one, but like the little pot of the ointment cream. I use that for my son on his eczema patches, and it works really well. But I got this like sprayable, I think this is like a sample size, I'm not sure, or travel size or something, from the Walmart box that I used to be subscribed to. So I have it. I don't really love it, but it works. So I want to use it up. I think I don't like it. 2 reasons. 1, the spray, it's messy. I'm not a fan. 2, I don't like the oily feeling, like oily moisturizers. I'm not a fan. So I'm going to try to get rid of that. The next thing I have is this Skin Nutrition's New York Age Defy Dark Circle and Puffiness Treatment. This is just some like eye roller thing that I got, let's see if I can show you, from the Dollar Tree. If it'll focus, let me see. I just got this from the Dollar Tree. It's like so hard to tell how much is in here. I'm holding it up to the light and I honestly can't tell. There's got to be something in here. I don't know. It's just this metal roller, and you just like roll it under your eyes, and it has this liquid in it. I don't know. It's supposed to, oh, and it feels nice and cooling. It's supposed to help like depuff and get rid of dark circles, which, Lord, look at those things. I need this. I don't really know how well this works. I haven't used it consistently enough to notice a difference. I kind of just every once in a while I remember I have it and I use it. So I do want to use this up, but I also am putting it in this project so that I can see, like I can use it a consistent amount of times to see if it's actually doing something. This is going to be a long video because I got a lot of items here, just so you know. The next thing I have is this Card Candy Instant Lip Fix. It's a lip treatment duo. So on this side it has like a stick lip scrub. Let's see if it'll focus. I don't know. It's focusing on my face. It has a stick lip scrub. It doesn't have a scent. It just kind of smells like nothing. The other side though, this one's okay. The other side I really like. It's like a thick, it says treatment. It doesn't really say what it is. It just says lip treatment. But it's just like this really thick like lip oil. Oh, I just love it so much. It's really good. So I do want to use this up because I've had this for a long time. I don't even know how long. I also want to put it in here because I never remember to use it. So that's in there. I also have this Burt's Bees Radiance Lip Shimmer. It's just a clear lip balm with like shimmer in it. And see how much I have left. A lot. I have a lot of this left. It's pretty much full. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, I forgot to mention another reason why I am doing this project pan. I have a ton of makeup and I love makeup. I really enjoy doing my makeup. I love the process of applying it. I love, you know, the effect afterwards. I like combining different products to create different effects and outcomes. But the problem is I get pretty lazy when it comes to taking care of myself. Not to say that I'm not hygienic, but when it comes to self-care type things, and in my opinion, makeup is a self-care process, I can get pretty lazy in that aspect of taking care of myself. And I really don't want to be that way anymore. I have all these self-care products and I have all of these skincare products and makeup products and I love them. I love using them, but I always seem to find an excuse as to why I don't have time to use them. And I get kind of lazy with it. So I'm really hoping that if I make this video and I put it out on the internet, even if one person sees this, I'm the type of person that will feel accountable to that person that watched this video. If I'm sitting here telling one person that I am going to wear makeup consistently enough to go through these products, I will feel obligated to that person to keep my word. Is that bizarre? I feel like that's bizarre. I feel like just on my own I should be motivated enough to do it, and I don't know, maybe I'm not motivated because it's not, I don't know. It's not like I don't want to do it. I'm gonna stop. That's another reason why I'm doing this. Try and motivate myself to do my makeup more often, to use these products more often. Let's move on. So the next products I have are fragrances, and they are 3 different ones. This one is Dream Angels Desire by Victoria's Secret. When I originally put all of the items in this bin to do this project pan, this was a few days ago that I did this. Maybe even a week ago that I did this, actually. Put all the products in there. I took this perfume out of my perfumes and it was about there. I've used it like 3 times. And there's probably like 1 or 2 uses left in there. I'm going to keep it in here because I feel like otherwise I'm just going to put it back and forget about it. So even though it only has like 1 or 2 uses left, it's going in this project. This next one, I do have a couple full size fragrances, but I really want to get through my like little mini sample things first. So that's why I have these in here. And since it's a rolling project pan, I don't feel bad that they're like teeny tiny, because once they're done, I'll just put in a new one. This one is Tropical Wish. I don't know if that's the brand or if that's the scent. Honestly, that's all it says on this little bottle is Tropical Wish. Don't know if it'll focus, if you'll be able to see that, but I don't know. It just says Tropical Wish. I don't even remember what this smells like. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'll use that. This one is Cozy Cotton. I'm thinking this is the scent name. I think Cozy Cotton and Tropical Wish are the scent names because the designs on these 2 bottles are the same. They just have different words. They even both have like, they're in the same font and they both have a little image right there. So I don't know what brand these are, but one of these is Cozy Cotton and one is Tropical Wish. Let's see. Oh yeah, Cozy Cotton smells nice. So I'm excited to use those. The Dream Angels one is not like my favorite. It's really strong. It doesn't last a long time on me, so I can reapply it at least one more time. So I can apply it twice in a day at least. Scents don't seem to last on me. I don't know if it's because I haven't found the right one, but I feel like they fade on me so quickly. I don't understand. Is anybody like, are you like that? One person who's watching this video? Are you like that? Because I don't get it. I don't understand. Anyway, those are, I think that's all of my non-makeup products for this round one, I guess. So I'm going to try and do the rest in kind of order of how I would apply my makeup. So I'm going to do primers first. So I have the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer, and I really do like this one. It goes on really nice. And now that we're getting into the winter months, I'll be able to use this pretty much all over my face now. In the summer, I kind of have to put it more like on the sides of my face and not so much like in this T-zone area, because I do tend to get a little bit oily in this area in the summer. Now that it's like going to be really dry and cold, I don't think that'll be such a big issue, so I should be able to get through this a bit quicker now that it's winter. I also have this, excuse me, this Maybelline Master Prime. This is in the Hydrate and Smooth. I love this primer. This primer is so good. I'm putting it in here because I really enjoy using it. I have other primers, but I just really enjoy using this one, and I don't mind using it up because I know that when I use it up, I'll buy another one. But I just want to have this in here because I enjoy using it. Another thing that I'm doing with my Project Pan is I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. I don't know if I'm... Okay, so my thought was that the items in my Project Pan, I would attempt to make those the only makeup products that I use throughout the year. I don't know how that's going to work. It might work. It might not. I might decide randomly at some point to stop doing that. But for now, that's how I'm going to start. Also, color cosmetics. I will have goals for my color cosmetics, but I am allowing myself the option to rotate them out even if I don't hit my goal, if I'm 100% sick of them. Or if I feel like I got a lot of use out of it even without meeting my goal and I can move on to something else. So I'm kind of being lenient with myself. But the things that my goal, like if I have a goal to use something up, then that's not leaving the project until it's gone. If the goal is just to hit pan, then I'll be fine rotating it out. Anyway, so I have this Master Prime. It's really good. I really like using it. Once this is gone, another primer will take its place. But for now, I just want it in here because I like it. And I don't mind using it up because I can just get another one and it's not expensive. Let's see. Foundation. For my foundation, I have this e.l.f. BB cream, and this is in the shade Fair. I don't, excuse me. I don't know how far I am on this. I'm thinking I'm probably about halfway. I think I still have a decent amount left in here. I need to remember to keep my feet in check. Oh my gosh. Also, I keep looking over at the viewfinder because the background is distracting me and the light and everything, and filming videos at night is difficult. Anyway, I have the e.l.f. BB cream, and it's got SPF 20 in it, which is really nice. I don't know that I necessarily apply enough of this for it to be an SPF 20, but yeah, and it's I don't know about BB creams really. This is a BB cream. This is, I would say this is like a medium coverage foundation. Like this has good coverage, and it tells you to reapply at least every 2 hours for sun protection. Who's gonna do that with a medium coverage foundation? Who's gonna reapply every 2 hours? I feel like that's kind of strange. And yeah, and even if you do apply enough to get the SPF 15, apparently it's gonna run out in 2 hours anyway. So I'm gonna probably put a sunscreen on under it. I have that, and then for concealer, I have 3 concealers. Now, the reason I have 3 is because I have this e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Fair Warm. This is not my color. No, this is too light. This is way too light for me. It's not even the right undertone. I'm not warm tone. I am neutral. So I'm gonna use this because I want to use it up. Like, obviously, I bought the wrong color on accident. I don't want it to go to waste. And I have these 2 concealers that are too dark for me, so I'm going to be mixing them in. One of these is the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer by Urban Decay in the shade Light. This is just a little, like, mini that I bought. I don't know if you can tell, but I have used a bit of it, but I'm gonna try and get it used up by mixing it in with this concealer. I also have the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 15 Fair. This is too dark for my under eyes. It's pretty much the same color as my skin. I don't know if you can tell, but it's basically my skin color. I use, I think it's 10 Light or 10 Ivory or something in this concealer for under my eyes. And that's a really good color for under my eyes. So, and because I don't have a lot of places that I need to spot conceal really anymore, I've been pretty on top of my skincare, so I don't really get breakouts very often. So I don't need this to spot conceal. So once my Urban Decay one runs out, I've got this one in here ready to go because both of these are almost out anyway. So I figured I'd just throw them in here. And I have another one of these. Sometimes I use this as like a foundation though. Sometimes on like light coverage days, I will literally just swipe this on my face and use it as a foundation. So I could get use out of that too, like out of this too in that way. Because I have another one of these. It's not completely full, but it's more full than this, and it's in the same shade. So once this is gone, the other one of these will take its place. Okay, let's see here. Continuing with face products, the setting powder I chose is the Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder, and this is in 02 Prep Set Glow. It's just the transparent powder, and you can see I have used this quite a bit. You can see the pan marks pretty decently. I don't think it's gonna take me too long to hit pan. My goal on all of the concealers, by the way, is to use them up completely. My goal on the foundation is to use it up completely, and the goal on my primers, use them completely. Again, the goal on this, the goal on this powder is to just use it to completion. I really love this, but this is getting old, and you can probably tell by looking at it. Plus I have more powders. There's like bits on here that I could probably scrape off because they're kind of like sealed over. I have more powders, and I don't feel like I need as many face powders in my collection as I have. I feel like I don't have an excessive amount, but I definitely have more than I need. So I want to use this up completely, and I will repurchase this eventually because it's so good. I love it. It's great for all over the face and under the eyes. My throat just started hurting because I'm talking so much. Oh my god. Sorry. So this is a great powder, and I definitely will be repurchasing it, but I'm not going to be doing that until after I make my way through a bunch of my other setting powders. So I want to use this puppy up. And I think I'm going to be making a list as I go of products that I finish and want to repurchase so that I don't forget about them. All of these products I will be weighing. I'll be either weighing or marking them. in some way. So if like probably on these perfumes, I'll probably just mark them because I can see straight through the bottle. Some of these other things I'll have to weigh, and I'll try to remember to do it because some of these things, there's no way to see progress any other way. So we'll see. All right, moving along. Okay, so the bronzer I chose is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. I haven't really used this. I've used this like once, I think. And it's showing up lighter on camera than it really is, I feel like. This is a really good bronzer shade for me. And I can also use this as eyeshadow and stuff too. This is like heavy. This feels heavy. How much is in here? 0.46 ounces, so 13 grams. There's 13 grams of product in here, and that's kind of a lot. I don't know. It's a decent amount. Not like a ton, but it's a decent amount. This is going to take me a long time to hit pan on. My goal with this is to either hit pan on it or make a significant amount of progress, like a visible amount of progress. If I make a visible amount of progress and then I decide that I'm sick of it, I want to move on to something else, then I'm perfectly fine with trading this out, putting this back in my collection, picking something else. But if I'm not sick of it by then I'll continue to hit pan. I'll continue to hitting pan, and I'll do the same thing. I'll reevaluate once I hit pan. If I'm sick of it, I'll trade it. If I'm not, I'll keep going. Next, I have a blush. This is the Essence Satin Touch blush in Satin Love. And this is a really pretty, I kind of have to like put it there for you guys to see the real color. It's a really pretty like mauve-y blush. And yeah, I've used this like 3 times, 2 or 3 times, like 3 max. And the pattern is still fully there. You can barely tell I've touched it. My goal on this one is the same as the bronzer. I want to make visible headway on it, and I'll reevaluate at that point. And then if I decide to keep it in, I'll continue to hitting pan, and then I'll reevaluate again. So there's that. Whoop. And then I have a blush topper in here in case I want to be a little bit more glowy, or I want to slightly brighten up the blush color. This is the Hard Candy Glow All the Way in Honeymoon. This is a Blush Crush Baked Blush. This is in 127 Honeymoon, and this is what it looks like. It is a very illuminating blush. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. It's basically a highlighter. Basically like a pinky peach highlighter. It's kind of too dark to be a highlighter on me, which is why I'm putting it as a blush topper. But I'm going to give myself the same goal as the blush and bronzer. Excuse me. I have this e.l.f. baked highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. So this is the highlight that I chose. And I would really, really like to get through this completely before I move on to another highlighter, because yeah, highlighters are different and they do different things. They have different intensities and subtleties and tones, and they do different things, but I feel like I don't really care too much about changing out my highlight a lot. It's not really something I consider a color cosmetic. It's more like, I don't know, not really a base product, but I don't really think of it in the same way that I think of like blush and bronzer. So I am perfectly fine keeping this in until it's gone. I might reevaluate that at one point or another, but that's my goal, is to just get it gone. This is a really good highlighter, but I need to use my highlighters because I have a lot. Let's see here. Let's go ahead with this. This is the Maybelline Eyeshadow Primer. This is in 01 Nude. I am not a big fan of this. I feel like it's really drying. If you have oily eyelids or oily skin, you might really love this. I have dry eyelids. I tried to use this the other day. Well, I mean, I did use this the other day, and I don't know if it's the way that I used it, that it just looked like crusty and dry and cracky on my eyelids. Once I was done with my makeup, like, you couldn't really tell unless you were really looking, but it didn't look flawless. I'm gonna try and maybe thin this out with something, maybe with a face primer, maybe just like 2 parts this, 1 part face primer. You really don't need very much, but it is kind of thick. So I don't know. I'm going to try and figure out a way to use this so that I like it. But if I use it for a while and I still don't like it, I'm going to give myself a month. I'm going to give myself the rest of the year. I'm going to try to use it and find a way that it works for me. If I don't like it by the end of the year and it's not gone yet, I'm just going to toss it. I want to get this gone. That's my goal on this. But if I hate it at the end of the year, I'm just going to toss it. Or give it to one of my sisters or something. Maybe they'll like it. Let's see. I brought out this Milani single shadow in Bella Cappuccino. And I brought this out to use as like a transition shade. I have a lot of single shadows and I don't really reach for them very much, or like ever really. So I do want to work through this and I want to get this gone. I want to use this up completely because I don't ever reach for single shadows. And I could probably like depot them and put them in a Z palette or something. Well, so much work. I'm just going to try and get through this. So that's my goal on the Milani single shadow. The next shadow I have, there's another thing I should have done before shadows, but it's fine. I have this LA Colors Shadow Trio in Sunflower. Try and open it. Come on. And these are really pretty, and they're actually really nice quality. These are all mattes. I don't know if you'll even be able to see, but they are really nice and decently pigmented. So if you ever see these LA Color Trios, they're only $1 at the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store and stuff. I would suggest picking one up and trying it because LA Colors, like with their eyeshadow trios, and these ones specifically, these like long trios, and their blushes, they get it right pretty much all the time with those. So I have these. I think they'll be a really good complement to the single and the other palette that I have. And my goal is to hit pan on these at least, if not use them up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make my goal to use these up because these are pretty much neutrals. And if I decide to switch out my other eyeshadow palette, I can still continue using these with pretty much anything. So my goal on these is going to be to use them up. All 3 of them, just gone. The other eyeshadow palette that I have in here is the Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild. I have this sponge in here still. I don't know why. I always throw those away. So this is the palette. I mean, technically, that's the palette. Like that. And this has 8 shades, and I just scratched one with my nail. That's fantastic. There are no matte shades in here, which is why I included the LA Colors one. Even this one is not a matte shade. I don't understand why there's no matte shade in here. These shadows are really good though. But you know, I love these shades, especially this like duochrome one down here, but I just never reach for it. I feel like I always reach for my larger palettes that have just everything in it that I need right in one go. Especially because I don't have a lot of space to lay my makeup out and do my makeup. Eventually I'll have more space because I want to figure out a storage solution to clear off my vanity, but currently that's not my situation. So I just never grab things like eyeshadow palettes that are going to require me to grab 2 or 3. So this doesn't really get very much use. I I think I've used it once, but I felt like the greens, or the green, I guess this is like a deep glittery green, and then this duochrome color, I thought they would be really fun for December without being like obviously like Christmassy. So I'm gonna use that. My goal is gonna be to hit pan on all the shades eventually. I don't really feel like I want to choose specific shades to hit pan on in the next month because I don't really want to focus on individual shades. I kind of just want to use whichever ones are calling to me. So my goal really overall is just going to be to hit pan on all of them. Another face product that I totally missed, this is the Makeup Revolution Beyond Radiance palette, and these are basically, it's a highlighter palette, but these are pretty much, they're dupes for the, what are they called? The ambient lighting powders. What's the brand? I can't even think of it right now. But these are, I think they're supposed to be dupes for the ambient lighting powders, and these are really nice and subtle highlights. So they can definitely be used as finishing powders like the ambient lighting powders. They can be used under the eyes. They can be built up to make subtle highlights on the cheekbones. And I'm going to make my goal to hit pan on the peach one, because I think I'm most likely going to end up using this as like an all over the face kind of finishing powder type thing to give some glow back to the skin. And I think for that, the best color for me is going to be the peachy toned one. So I want to hit pan on the peach one. All right, let's see. Let's do some brows. Let's do thy brows. I have this CoverGirl Brow and Eye Marker pencil. This is kind of too light for me. But I'm gonna use it. It still works. And when I use my, my brow gel, it kind of pulls it together a little bit better. And this is so old. I cannot even tell you how old this is. I honestly don't know. No clue. And I can't even remember if I bought it or if my mom gave it to me or how I acquired this. So that's how old it is. I don't even know how I got it. So I need to use this up, and I honestly don't think it'll take that long with sharpening and everything. I don't think that it's going to take me very long to get through this. So this has got to go. This is just going to be gone. I'm going to use it up. This has got to go. My other brow product is the Maybelline Brow Drama, and I have mine in an unknown shade, soft brown. I have mine in soft brown, and let's see. I love this stuff. This is really good. I feel like this sets my brows really nicely. It is tinted, so I feel like I can put this on even when I don't fill in my brows in like lighter makeup days. And this sets down my brows really nicely. It holds them in place all day long. And the only reason I put this in the project pan is because I want to use it up because it is getting old. I do use this every time I do my brows. But to be honest, that isn't very often because I don't do my makeup very often. Currently, I only do my makeup like 3 times a month, which is just so embarrassing considering the amount of makeup I own. So hopefully this will get some more use. I'm also going to try to keep track of how many times I do my makeup. I'm going to try. Let's see. I have 2 eyeliners in here. I have this CoverGirl The Writing. This is so old, the writing is rubbing off. Perfect Point Plus in Black Onyx. This is just a just liner that it like goes up. I honestly don't know how much is left in here. There might not be very much. But I'm just gonna, that actually might be how much is left. I'm not entirely sure. I've had this for a long time. I'm going to attempt to finish it off, and I'm gonna use this. I use this on the waterline. I don't use this on the top. I don't really like it. I don't think it's quite creamy enough for the top. I mean, you could use it. I prefer these kinds of things in my waterline. So I have that. Then I have the Kat Von D, oopsie, Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper Black. It's just, you know, her marker liner. And I want to get some more use out of this. I like winged liner. I like how it looks, but I feel like it takes a lot of practice to get the wings nice, and I feel like I always stress myself out and over trying to make them perfect and even, which is not 100% necessary, because how many people are going to be looking at your wings and saying, girl, those is uneven? Not very many people, and if they are, they're probably not going to say anything to you, so why am I worrying about it? And most of the time my makeup's going to be worn at home, to be perfectly honest. Most of the time I'm not going to be strutting about town in my makeup. The majority of the time I'm going to be home because I don't ever go anywhere. So, but I want to get use out of this. I want to use it up. This is not a cheap product. Considering the amount of product you get in it, it's not cheap. So I want to use it up. I want it to be gone. Let's see here. Next in my routine, I would probably do my setting spray. I have this Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous makeup setting spray, and I can't see through the bottle, but if I had to guess, I'd say I'm about there, a little less than halfway, or I mean a little more than halfway done with it. And I do enjoy this, but it's getting down to the bottom. I have other setting sprays that I want to play around with, so I do want to get this gone. I would actually repurchase this, but that's going to depend on, you know, if I find something else I like better through my panning adventures. So I do have a couple setting sprays that I haven't really used, so that's got to get used. Let's see. Next, I would probably have this in here. This is a NYX glitter liner, well, liquid crystal liner, and this is in Crystal Gold. It is a gold glitter liner, and I have a bunch of these, but I never use them. They're pretty much just like the Urban Decay ones. They're just a glitter liner, and I want to get I want to use this up. I want to use it up before it gets all dry and gross, because it's already starting to kind of dry out a little bit. And it's gold. I figured gold would be good for holiday season, and it'll go with the eyeshadows that I chose. So try to use this up. Let's see. I'm going to go with mascaras and then lip products. So I have two mascaras in here. Technically, one is a regular mascara. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal in Blackest Black. And the reason this is in here is because this tube is getting old. I love this mascara. I love it. It's so good. But this tube is getting old, it's starting to dry out, and I need to use it up. And I have other mascaras that are open. And I just want to focus on one at a time so I can get it gone. I think this one is about done though. I think it's getting there. I might try to put in some like eye drops or something to kind of reconstitute it, but it's getting pretty dry. So I want to use it up before it's hopeless. The other thing I have is the Voluminous Lash Paradise Glitter Topper, and this is in gold. This is really fun, and I bought this kind of on a whim. I saw it, I think it was like on clearance at Target or something like that, and I just thought it sounded so fun, and it actually looks really neat on the eyelashes after you do your mascara and everything. I just think it adds like another layer of fun and whimsy, and I think this will be perfect for the holiday season. Now, on to lip products. I have 4 lip products here. The first one is a bullet lipstick by Makeup Revolution in the shade Nude. It's a nude, and that's what it looks like, and it's pretty much unused. Oh, whoa, don't break on me. There we go. Okay. Whew. Got a little scary there. So my goal is to use this one up, or at least get halfway. I want to make some pretty decent progress on this. This is not my favorite lipstick formula. It's kind of drying. So I think that with this, I'm probably going to put a couple layers of the Burt's Bees chapstick on and then put this on. And hopefully with all the exfoliating I'm going to do with the other product that's in here, it won't be so bad, but I do want to use that up because I think with this color, with the nude color, it's especially noticeable, and I'm running out of battery, so I need to hurry up anyway. This one is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Austin, and I do really like this, but again, my lip products, I have so many of them, too many of them, and they've been sitting there forever, so I just picked ones that I thought would go well with the eyeshadows I chose, and with this time of year, and what I thought practically I would get a lot of use out of. So pick that one. I want to use it up. The next one I have, that's my goal with all of my lip products, is I want to use them up and get them gone because I have too many. This is the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Sandstorm, and this is just a really nice, like, kind of light brown color. So I want to use that up. And then my last one is Matte Lip. It's a Sexy Mother Pucker Matte Lip from Soap & Glory in the shade Berry Much. And it's like this. It's not really a color I would typically reach for, but I think since it's December, it's like colder weather, maybe I can get away with it. But because it's not something that I would typically reach for, and it's a season where I think maybe I'll be able to get some use out of it, I put it in here so I can try and get it gone. I don't think there's a ton of product in here. Let's see how much. Oh yeah, there's not much at all. This is a mini, so I'm really hoping to get this gone pretty quickly. And I think I've only ever swatched this. I don't think I've ever worn it. And I want to get use out of it, obviously. So that is my last product. That is everything in my project pan. That's everything that I'm starting with. I don't have a lot of like body care and skincare stuff in here, but I might add some on as I go. But I think I have a pretty decent amount of products to start with, and I have some that I know I can get through quickly, so that'll be motivating. I am going to be, I think I'm going to end up weighing these products. I don't know. I could eyeball them. I feel like if I have to weigh it every time, that's going to be, I feel like I'm going to lose interest if I have to go through all the trouble of weighing everything every single time. Maybe I'll just weigh it at the, no, because I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out. If the next time I do an update on this, I have weights, then you knew what I did. If I didn't, then you'll just see if I made progress. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in seeing the update, I'll probably do it at the end of this month or at the beginning of January. So go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want to see more. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you're doing Project Pan, if you have panned any of these items before, and go ahead and subscribe if you would like to see more of these types of videos and other things that I'm going to be posting on here. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Bye.